What's up, people? Joe Winko here, your favorite Hawaiian guy. Right now I'm at a cemetery in Pinellas County, Florida, and I'm visiting the grave of a man named Edward Simpson. He passed away back in September of 2003. He died by committing suicide by jumping off the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. He was 22 years old at the time of his death, which actually would have been the same age I would have been if I would have jumped off the Skyway Bridge back in 2018, like I almost had done. And I felt really sorry for him. When someone decides to do something like that, it is always because that they're in pain and that they're suffering. I felt really sorry for Steven. I was able to pull myself out of that pain and stop myself from doing it, but it didn't work out that way for Steven. And I felt really sorry for him. And I hope that in death, he escaped everything that was causing him pain in life. And I hope his spirit is at peace for eternity, exactly as he deserves to be. And I hope he never suffers again, and that he remains at peace forever. According to the Skyway Bridge website that I read about Edward Simpson on, year 2003 was actually one of the years that had the most activities on it on the Skyway Bridge, as in the most people who committed suicide by jumping off the Skyway Bridge. It was in third place in year 2018, which would have been the year I would have jumped off the Skyway Bridge, was the year that had the most activity on it. And if I would have jumped off the Skyway Bridge that year, I would have been the same age as Edward Simpson was, 22 years old. I felt sorry for Edward Simpson, and I never wanted him to be forgotten. And I wanted to come here and leave this rose on his grave in memory of him, so he's always remembered, and so he knows that he's never forgotten. Let me show you guys a closer look at his grave. Edward Simpson, I'm sorry for the horrible pain that you endured. I'm sorry that your life ended this way. I'm sorry that you suffered. But I hope that you escaped all the pain and suffering that you went through. I hope you realize that you will never be forgotten. I hope you realize that you will always be remembered. And I hope your spirit lives on for eternity, and that you're at peace forever, exactly as you deserve to be. Rest in peace, Edward Simpson, forever 22 years old. You will never be forgotten. Fly high, brother.